Hi, it's Jen, and I am coming at you live for day 5 of my 14-day challenge. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I am definitely having a lazy Saturday. Well, okay, it's not really that lazy of a Saturday morning. I've had my coffee and made breakfast, and I've got a nice big pot of bolognese simmering in my crock pot. So it's not that lazy. But as you can see, my hair is not done. I have no makeup on, and I'm wearing my Delaware football shirt from my university. So we're kind of just taking it easy a little bit and kind of letting some of the rules slide. There's been a lot of Xbox going on this morning. But anyway, so what are you doing during this quarantine? Let me know. I am trying to use it as a way to do some of my self-care. And I recently found this really cool thing. I'm not like the biggest girly girl, but I do like to have my nails done. I can remember one Christmas, all I asked for was nail polish. That's all I wanted. And I don't, it's not something, I've gotten them done, had the tips put on and everything, but I don't really like spending the money on something that I can do a pretty good job myself. Because I feel like if it's something that you pay to have done, then you have to keep that up, and I don't like that kind of stuff. So God help me when my hair starts to really get gray, and not just in certain parts, because that's going to be really hard for me to come to terms with. But I'm only 25, so it's totally cool. Anyway, so I have tons of nail polish. I would show it to you, but it's just like falling all over the place, and it would take me longer to show it to you than it's really worth. So, but I recently found the dip nail polish, and I wanted to give it a try. So this is the third time that I've done it, and I wanted to show you because when I was sharing with some of my friends what I was doing, they were kind of confused, even when I shared the Amazon link, which I can do that in the comments. I can share the kit that I got in case you want to give it a try yourself. But anyway, um, they're both outside. Sorry, right. Yes. Okay. The kids are running around outside, and Brandon's in the bedroom and trying to figure out where everybody is. Anyway, so back on task. The dip nail polish. I've done it. This is the third time, and I think it's the best time that I've done it. But I really love, if you love having your nails done, and if you love just like how fancy it makes you feel, even if you're not really fancy, this is definitely something that you'll be interested in. And like, oh, that's what I was saying. My friends couldn't quite understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of live do some of this for you so that you can see and get an idea. First, this is the box, and there was another thing on it, but it's the Latorice or whatever dipping powder starter kit. So it comes with, as you can see right here, 3 of the coating sets and 5 powders. So it's really, you've got a base coat, you've got an activator, and you've got a top coat. There we go. And then let's see, the powders that came in this one, there's this glittery powder. If you saw me around Valentine's Day, you got to see it. It's really kind of, it's a neat color that you can put on top of anything. It's kind of like goldish silver and just glittery and sparkly. And like I said, not a big girly girl, but I love glitter. So that's me. So there's that. There is this pink, kind of very pale pink, like natural type color. That's great that I put on underneath this glitter back at Valentine's Day. There's black, which I haven't used yet. Then there's this light gray, which is what I'm working with today. And then this like silvery glitter is what came in it. So I did this one all the way. You can see that's what the silvery glittery one looks like on, whoops, on top of the gray, and that's what the gray. You can kind of tell, it's hard to see because I have my light on, but it's very shiny. So it's just like when you get the acrylics put on, and it kind of gives you a little bit of extra thickness to your nails, so it doesn't, I just feel like it gives it a little bit of more sturdiness or whatever you want to say. So these two nails I have done completely. I went through the whole step, and this is my pinky and my ring finger, and I've got it all done. Thanks, Claudia. It looks really pretty. I had orange on when I saw you, and I forgot one of the steps, so it was kind of bugging me the whole time. And then the worst thing ever, I was reaching into a drawer to pull something out, and I just chipped my nail, so my pointer finger on this side is not shaped as much as I'd like it. But anyway, how I like to start it off is I like to file my nails, shape them, and have them looking just, you know, the shape that you like. I like more of a square or squoval, if you will. But really, whatever you like, whatever's your preferred style. Okay, so you start off, I'm going to start on this nail, has nothing. It's just been, I just filed and shaped, and then just kind of took a really fine like buff just to help the nail polish. Hey Michelle, how's it going? Just to kind of get some of the natural shine off my nail a little bit. That's all I've done on this hand. This hand I have it in various stages. So the first thing that you do is you start with the base coat. Just going to give it a little shake, and I'm going to get my, make sure I'm doing the right one. I'm going to give my powder just a little bit of shake because it says sometimes it might settle, especially with the glitter, it might settle a little bit. So I'm going to get myself set up. Unfortunately, I can't. Oh, there we go. I'm going to go like that. Then I don't get a lot of light. So here's my gray powder right here. I'll move that to the side. And there. You can see a little Santa in the background. I had everything taken care of our Christmas decorations, and then realized that was still sitting there. Okay, so I'm just going to give a nice, not too thin, not too thick, on my thumb. Just give it a nice little coat. And on this, I don't go around the side or anything with these ones because I don't want it to, it got really thick when I did that before. And then just kind of 45-degree angle, dip it in, okay? The other thing that you need is a little, hopefully you can get a good, need a little extra brush. So I just have one of these little makeup brushes to get the excess off. Now this is funny that I decided to show you on my right hand because I'm right-handed, so it's going to make it a little bit funny. So there's the first dip. And I kind of try and work quickly. Let's see if I can get this. You just want to take the excess off with the brush. You can see my grocery list here. Who braved the grocery stores yesterday? Holy cow, that was crazy. I normally go on Fridays, so I had that, but I also, since I was gone last weekend, it kind of, there were a lot of things that I needed to get, so it was a little bit ridiculous. I've also seen that you can get like little dip trays for this when you're doing the powder. I don't have any yet. I'm gonna just go over the top here because I didn't do that one yet. You just want to get the excess off, and then you can kind of see right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't quite get a full coat all over the nail, but that's okay because we're going to do 2 coats like this. Okay, there we go. So I'm taking care of that. Getting a little bit of the excess off, and I'm going to do one more here. And this is, again, this is the original base coat on my blank, on my bare nails. Do one more coat here. That. See, Claudia, you went on Thursday and it was crazy already. I know. I was at the grocery store on Wednesday because our Sprouts does double add Wednesday, so I had to get certain things that were going to stop being on sale on Wednesday. And anyway, whatever. It's just my routine. I go to the grocery store quite often. Sweetie, I am still on here. I told you I'd let you know when I'm done, okay? Okay, so just wiping a little bit of that excess off there. Okay, so there you can see like that. The other thing I like about this is it dries pretty quickly, is what I've found. So I'm going to go ahead, and Jacoby's over here watching as well. I'm going to come on over here. So we've got that. You can tell the difference. Here's the finished product, and then here's the ones that are just on the first coat. It's really pale. It's going to come darker as we go along. Okay, so next we come back to this hand at the other. Here, let's let Kobe say hi. Claudia says hello. I love you, sweetie. He's got his Packers jersey on today. I know we're missing the sports, but that's okay. Baseball's closed for 2 weeks too. I know we're having a little nerve wars. Okay, go sit down because I'm going to do next coat. Okay, so right here, oops, on the, there we go. I can't. There we go. Ah, these two fingers, they have gone through the 2 coats, and then I put the activator on, which is the next step. So, oops, let's back it up. My thumb only has 1 coat, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll do the thumb for the second coat. I know this is live, guys. This is live. Let's open this back up. Make sure I'm doing the right color. Okay, so the second coat, you'll now be able to tell how it gets just a little bit darker. And if you had missed anything on the first coat, just make sure you get the nail polish covering that too. That over there, and 2. There we go. So at this point, it's kind of gritty because it's powder, right? So it's, you know, you can, phone's buzzing. You can feel that it's kind of gritty, which is like a little bit unpleasant. I feel like if you put the glitter on top, you don't notice that as much. So when I first did it, I put glitter on all my nails and didn't, you know, I didn't realize that it still felt a little bit gritty. But once I put the glitter on and the activator, like all that kind of stuff, I didn't notice it as much. But last week when I just had the orange on, I did notice that you could tell that it was still kind of gritty through. It didn't have that nice shine on it after I put the top coat on. Okay, so now this thumb has both coats on. These hands have 1 coat. You can tell the difference in darkness. And here on my pointer and middle finger, I have just gone ahead to the next step and put the activator on. So now after the activator, you can tell it's kind of smoothed out just a little bit, but what you want to, no, Alexa cancel. Alexa cancel. I was trying to rock out with some music. So I just have my little buffer here, and I am going to just briefly go ahead and, hey, can you get me a wet paper towel, please? Real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and just buff it out real quick. And you can kind of tell it'll go from just slightly gritty to a little bit smoother. There we go. Going to buff both of these. And if you've noticed, we're not doing music right now. Alexa, please cancel music. Alexa, cancel music. Please don't, Kobe. You can go into your bedroom. Thank you, my dear. Okay, so we're just buffing it out a little bit. If you've noticed that it kind of came over the edge and it's a little bit gritty on the edge, you can just go ahead and clean it up real quick with your regular nail file, because I know that's one of those things that starts to really bug me, and you hate to spend so much time on your nails and then like not be happy with them. Okay, so I really don't spend that much time on my nails. I did this all in like 15 minutes one night, and it had a really good, it turned out really well. Okay, thanks, bud. Okay, so again, these have 2 coats, the activator, just buffing it out to make it feel just a little bit more smooth. And then I usually wash my hands after, so I'm just using this wet paper towel. Wipe my damp fingers on my on my pants, my Christmas pajama pants, because it's Christmas year round. Okay, and you're probably not going to be able to tell the difference between, you can't tell it on here, between that is kind of gritty and that is, this is really hard to figure out. Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell on here. But anyway, I know I'm like, can't do it. But yeah, this is a little bit smoother. So then last thing you do, you come on over and you do the top coat just like you would normally. And just a nice little coat. here. And I like to do like the little accent nail, like with just one glitter nail, or sometimes two, or sometimes I do all sorts of different little designs, but I'm not worrying about designs right now. Life is difficult enough with with everything going on. I'm not doing designs, not trying to get artistic on here. So then you can see now they're super shiny compared to that flat powder. Nice and shiny there. So I'm going to come back through here and do my second coat. Wait, I'm going to do activator on this thumb. That's what that's missing. Activator on this thumb because it's dried now. And then the next step on that thumb will be just a little buff. Nice and buff. Come over here to do my second coat on this hand. Yeah, it's super easy, Claudia. I got it on Amazon, and I'll post at the end of this. I'll post the link for what it was, but it is super simple. And so on the orange one that I had, it was a different brand of powder. I had a tough time finding like a really good red powder, and it ended up being orange anyway, but that's okay. I found a tough time finding a good color. They don't have a ton always at the store, which is kind of annoying. But it's a newer thing, I would say, for consumers. I mean, obviously, if you go and get your nails done, they have it. And I mean, I would say, the other reason why I don't like to go and get my nails done is with cooking and everything. I end up chipping them so often that it's just, for me, it's really just not worth it, to pay to get something done that's going to be kind of ruined or could be ruined very quickly. So the thing that really excited me about this was that it's supposed to last for about 3 weeks. Now, I've had a couple of different situations. It has not lasted for 3 weeks for me. I had it on for about a week and a half. I get really picky, and if my nails are no longer perfect, then I want to take it off. So with this one, you do need to soak your nails, and I hadn't done my pinky and my ring finger yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do those in the interest of time. I had stopped. You're going to have to soak with some, not Q-tips, some cotton balls, that's the word, to get the nail polish off. But if you have a good one that's good for, the gel nails, it'll help you get it off a lot easier than if you don't have the acetone. You kind of need the acetone. And so I would say it hasn't ruined my nails taking it off, like actually having tips on. So that's a plus. But, you do want to, I did kind of give a couple of days in between taking it off and then putting a new coat on. But that's kind of just personal preference. And I put a little nail hardener on just to help combat anything. But like I said, with chefing and everything, and the virus, I've been washing my hands so much. So I just wanted a little extra care to my nails. Anyway, okay, so there we go. So now, let's see. Thumb is ready to be buffed. I'm gonna come over here. And I've just been using the one side, the actual buff one is torn off of this because it is, but that's okay. It's totally fine. I'm just using the number 2 side. Yeah, got a lot of potty humor. Anyway, so just buffing it off. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So do you guys have any questions besides where to get the kit, what the name of the kit is? I have seen these kits in CVS. I've seen them there, Rite Aid up the street from me for my friends that live close by. I've seen them in Walgreens. I've seen them in, I think Target had some, but I would say they have it at Ulta Beauty as well. But I felt like sometimes I will do 2 nails at a time. I know you're probably saying, can you do that? Did I put the paint on? They had it at Ulta. Oh, crap. What's that? Have it at Ulta Beauty, but I didn't think they had a lot of options there. They had the red in the kit, but that was the only place that you could get the red. And they had a bunch of like other colors that are like funky colors that weren't really like my, they weren't my colors. But they had some fun ones to give a try. So definitely take a look and see what they have. But a lot of the kits you can get, okay, so this one was maybe about 30 bucks for the whole thing to come together. And then you can get some kits that have like 10 different colors. Sometimes it'll have 5 different colors and extra little jars so you can mix your own colors, which can be fun. You know, for me, I don't want it, you know, sometimes it's easier to just have a color that you know you like than to try and mix them because it can get a little bit crazy. But, you know, really you can play around with it. I like to change my nail polish often, but it's nice to not have to. Like this, I don't normally do like a gray, but this is kind of fun. It's kind of like an in-between. But yeah, it's really nice and shiny. So this is buffed. Had the activator on and is buffed. These are ready for the activator. This one I kind of messed up. But that's dry. So see, super fast. It's dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the activator on all these and kind of get them all caught up. Because this is, I know it seems like I'm killing it right now, but it is kind of hard to remember like where you're at and all that kind of stuff. Especially when the kids come in and start asking questions and all that. So by the time I get the activator on all these, I'm going to go back, and the other one is ready for the top coat. So I will do that. Then I'll buff my right hand and put top coat on, and then I'll be all done. And so let's see. I guess I have been on this live video for about 20 minutes, 22 minutes, but I've done my whole thing and talked through it. So, you know, that's the thing, is it doesn't take very long. And I think there's probably like an extra step here or there compared to regularly just painting your nails. But if it does last you for, yeah, definitely try Amazon. It's ridiculous. You don't have to go to stores, don't. If it's going to last you for 3 weeks, I mean, it's, you know, 20 minutes for 3 weeks and saving at least 20 bucks plus tip to get your nails done. I mean, I don't know how much it costs to get this done because, like I said, I don't. I pride myself on being very DIY. I like to be, if there's something that I can do on my own, I will happily do it on my own. If I can do it well enough. So here we go. Come back here. We got the top coat. I just love how shiny it is. Just how like professional it looks. That. There we go. This little fanciness while I'm sitting here with my hair up and no makeup on and my t-shirt. Yeah, there we go. Now this hand is completely done. Oh crap. I forgot to put the glitter on. Can't forget the glitter. So anyway, I already put the activator on, but you know what? I'm gonna live dangerously and we'll see how this happens, how this goes. Let me come back here and I'll do the base coat. That's actually going to be good because I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of hit it on the side of the jar when I was pulling my finger out. And so it's a little bit, so it's a little bit, one of these days I'm going to go to shake that and I'm not going to have the lid on it. I'm going to douse myself in nail polish powder. Anyway, but it's a little bit bumpy there, so this glitter is going to probably help even that out, or at least not make it look quite so obvious. There we go. That lid back on. This is the base coat, even though, yes, I did put this activator on. There we go. We got the glitter. This is the fun nail. Go ahead and wipe it down. Wipe off the excess. Is there such thing as excess glitter though? I don't think there is. You can never have too much. Well, before you could. You missed that. That was just, I forgot to do that one, so I put it back on. I know. Brandon's in the bedroom watching me. Very supportive of all of our endeavors here. If you haven't noticed, Walshes are hard workers here. Okay, so now every finger except for my ring finger is ready for the top coat. Oh, Brandon, you can't wait to try this? Oh, yeah. You just wait, Buster. You think you're joking. I'm going to be doing Brandon's nails later. Just wait. Okay, so I'm coming and putting, oh, I didn't buff. Goodness, this is hard to keep myself on track here. Okay, so this is just the activator. Now I'm buffing to just smooth out so my nails will be looking beautiful and smooth and shiny and perfect. My kids are waiting to play, so they're like, "Mommy, are you done yet?" Or we're having a dance party. Anyway. Who else is quarantined? Has everybody's kids got school canceled? I know a lot of Pennsylvania, Ohio. My parents are just going to be back in Ohio here today, I think, after their little trip. We just missed each other in Nashville. How bad does that sing? Oh well. They're going to be out here to visit us in a couple months, so that'll be good. Okay, doing a nice little buff here. I don't know if there's anybody here that's actually a professional nail tech or anything like that, but anyway, we're just about done here. That one's good. It's ready to go, so just give that a quick buff and then we can top coat it out and we'll be good. No school or work for 2 weeks. Yeah, we ours is like 2 weeks, but we have our spring break in there, so it ends up being 3 weeks. So as I said, I've got a big pot of bolognese going, which I'm going to use to make lasagna tomorrow. And then I have Food Saver is one of the best things you can have. I have, the vacuum sealer. I have one of those. So I like to, every so often, I'll do a big pot of bolognese and have it in the freezer. Just put it in the bags and it's good to go. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to go on through with the top coat and we are good. So yeah, I think we ended up not playing any games last night because I was exhausted. I fell asleep on the sofa watching Frozen 2 with the kids at like 7:30 last night. And so we didn't play any games. But tonight, I think we're going to have some Yahtzee and Scrabble. Maybe even we'll get crazy and play Yahtzee while we're playing Scrabble, because that's the one thing. Scrabble is you need time to think of your words, match everything together. So sometimes you need something going on in the downtime. Can you guys take that book away from Caesar? The Cat in the Hat is being destroyed by Caesar. And how funny, because it starts off with a rainy day, and then you get with all sorts of shenanigans. And today started off as a rainy day here for us, and hopefully we'll be getting into some shenanigans here soon. It's a great time to go for a hike. I think that's okay, right? Going for hikes, because you can keep that nice 6-foot distance between people. And don't have to touch anybody or anything like that. So I think that might be what we do. Maybe play a little basketball. But I guess it all depends on the rain. So anyway, there we go. This whole video was 30 minutes. My nails are done and gorgeous. And we are good to go, right? Yeah, I got them all. I think so. So yeah, it's really nice. So if you would like to know, if you would like the link, go ahead and stay tuned on here. I'll post it in the comments. And if you would like more of what we're doing to keep busy during the quarantine, and a list of my workouts that are great to do from home with very minimal equipment, go ahead and send me a message and I'll be happy to send you a couple of workout ideas. And until tomorrow when I come back with day 6, I hope you have a great Saturday and enjoy some time with your family. Thanks.